What's going on, guys? Armando going back with another video. I'm actually on the day 2 of this little spree that I'm doing. I just wanted to get back on and trying to get into my flow and making videos. And right now I am trying to embark on a 7 days in a row, making a video every day talking about some random thoughts and just musings that I have for the day. In today's video, I really just want to talk about how going back to school as like a midlife, I guess, student. I'm in my I just turned 35 this year, and going back to school and like going through that whole process gave me really a bigger appreciation of just knowing what I want to do this go around versus the prior go around when I first got my bachelor's when I was like 18 or 20, however you want to call it. And I think what changed a lot from this time for me deciding to actually go back to school versus the first time when I got my degree in engineering is the fact that this time I have a very specific goal of why I'm going back to school. Like, for example, I mentioned in yesterday's video, which you can see in this clip up ahead, somewhere over here, that I decided to go back to school. I'm trying to switch careers and switching into a career for physical therapy. Now, if you may or may not know, physical therapy programs require you to take a bunch of prerequisites before you enter into a 3-year doctoral program. And so I'm in the prerequisite phase of taking classes over because of, unfortunately, like a lot of the old classes that I could have used for my prerequisites have already been over 10 years, and a lot of programs do not accept grades and things like that after 10 years of school. So that requires me just retaking a lot of basic courses, physics 101, chemistry, statistics, and writing, etc., etc. And going through this process of taking these prerequisites really gave me a better appreciation and just the urge and want to do well. Physical therapy programs are very competitive. Like, there are people who have like 3.6, 3.7 GPAs and not actually make it into a program may not accept them. And for me, this is probably one of the first times I've actually tried to get a good GPA. And what I found for me in this experience is just the fact that me actually trying and wanting to do well actually gave me a lot more passion for the subject material, even though I've learned a lot of this material before and I'm just kind of reviewing it. And so for me, before I even went on to this journey or experience, like, I had a lot of doubts and like reservations about it. Like, one of the biggest things that people say, like when they hear other people going back into getting their MBA, going back into grad school, going back to school in general, is the fact that, oh, I can't imagine myself doing that. And I had that thought in my head, you know, like, why am I even doing this? I'm like pretty well established in my career and I don't need to do this. In fact, this is probably like going through these steps is probably like a downgrade in the beginning before I even get it back to what I was making currently in my job as an engineer. But at the same time, it's like, if there's something you want to do, you should just go for it, and like, you're gonna make things work. And fortunately for me, I had a lot of support from my wife and my family, who really said nothing too much about it. It's just that if you want to do what you want to do, go right ahead. And as part of that, it's like, you know, I'm going back to school now. I'm seeing all these young college kids at the community school, college level, you know, trying to do their best. And, you know, it's like, when you have a purpose, when you have a dream, when you have goals, and you don't let things stop you in your way, like, you're going to find ways to do what you want to do, and you're going to enjoy it, the process, no matter what you're trying to do. This can apply to like opening up a business. This can apply to trying to get a little bit stronger, get a little bit fitter. So many different goals, like raising a good family, raising your kids. It's like, if you have a goal in mind and you're willing to do what it takes to get there, it's like, you're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. And for me, it's like, now that I'm like going through school like again, like I enjoy school now, whereas when I first did it, I did not enjoy it at all. I found like doing the homeworks, going to lectures was a grind, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's like, you just kind of go off to school because that's a thing to do. At least that's what it was in my case. But in this go around, it's like I'm choosing to go to school because it will help me along on my goal to what I want to become, and just fulfill that purpose for me anyway. And so it's like, you know, I can enjoy school life now and try and actually learn the material rather than like being super worried about trying to cram things in or just not enjoying that school life that I just didn't previously. So I think one of the biggest takeaways for me between my college experience now and my very first bachelor's experience is just the fact that, you know, go to school for a purpose, enjoy what you're trying to do, and it'll make things so much easier. At least it did in my case. That's really all I have for today. If you guys like this video, please leave a comment below or try and hit me up on my through either Twitter or Instagram, all the usual channels. Links are in my description. If you like this video, again, just subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Trying to do these videos once a day for the next week. I do not have a consistent record at it, but that's the whole point. I'm trying to just put myself out there, create these videos, put them out there, take action every day, and little by little be able to become the communicator that I want to become, and just share thoughts and start conversations. Like, if this video reaches one person and you guys like it, awesome. That's all I want. Again, that's all I got for today. Take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.